Добрейшее утро. Мы начинаем играть в Десарде. Десарде, кого же мы создадим? Мужика и бабенцию. Какие-то прям конченые прически. Самое менее брови. А чё, рыжих нету? Да. Вот. По ближнему бою, специалист не по ближнему. Так, секунду. Херня. Научное огнестрельное. На характеристики силы, выносливость, секунду, ремесло и энергия. Стихийная ловушка, огнестрельная ловушка. Пометки слов. Мак. Вот. Одно очко. Начнем.
Just a few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular face. That's a compliment, my lady, out of my mouth. Your particularity gives character.
Особенно, в свою очередь, не значит полезно.
Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Your cousin is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry. I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Telemi and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name. I beg your pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lady. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir, truly. I must be going.
My lady, please, I beg you. Her Highness has personally requested I finish this.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
Так, надо спуститься вниз.
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of arms.
As loyal as you'll go.
Enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Kurt, I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see.
Давай проверим.
Fight with honor!
Ну вот.
Defend yourself well, Greenblood. One might think you had a proper master of arms.
The best.
You already training for your new post of legate? Don't tire yourself. Flattery'll get you nowhere. But for the fight, you have remembered your basics. Your performance just got you out of a final lesson. Unless you want to go through the paces again before we depart.
No. Thanks all the same. I have quite a few tasks.
And here you are already assuming you're political. Very well. If you ever want to go over, you'll always find a training partner to give you a friendly...
I'll remember that. Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes. You know I get by with very little. You're not
On the contrary. I am thrilled that both you and Sir de Cossé, a few friends at your side, and...
Don't tell me the old school teacher is competing. By the way, where is our future governor hiding?
I've no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last... I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for a celebration.
It is never easy to say goodbye. I'll meet you in front of the palace.
Very well.
What is this? Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child.
Mother, I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so very happy to hear your voice. You remind me so much of your father.
Voice.
I do miss him so. Today
Out
is the
of
big
tune.
day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill...
Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure.
Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to...
I know. But it brings me comfort to know my daughter has left on a mission to heal her people. Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here. Take this with you.
И что?
What is it?
Монетка?
A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. All my blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
Ничего себе у нас.
Kurt. It's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You were right. Maybe he is already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course.
In the lower boroughs.
Right then.
Подтвердить.
Where would you like to begin?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Ptolemy and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here. We could go there first.
Very well. Do you think Constantine will be waiting for us next to the ship?
I don't know, but it is certainly worthy of inspection.
Узкие проходы в улицах.
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sade, I have been told that you were named legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the Congress.
I thank you, Excellency. My cousin Constantine is
That's
taking
right.
office.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. Well, then, please, confuse a rather...
The people actually...
Alas, as you can... This, in any city... I thank you, Excellency. The man operates in the city center.
Осторожно.
Would you be so kind as to tell me what you...
With pleasure. The alliance was sealed by several nations. The greatest of our cities, Al-Sad, became the capital. This union was originally put into place but our ancestors quickly realized, and of course, exchanges today. It is by no means an overstatement. Each day, we push the limits.
Could you give me your understanding of the...
Our relations, the exchanges are very profitable, especially on the cultural front. But your princes insist on maintaining a neutral stance. It is by all means a respectable position, even if it...
The Bridge Alliance has been on Tifredi for much longer than we have.
It is true that we founded Hikmet. Alas, I haven't been able to go there myself. It is a luxurious island. An enormous... The vegetation is extremely varied. And we discovered animals. Some are bigger than houses. But they're not the savage and crude
Интересно.
people also.
Что же за такие
But you shall discover...
And what of your war with Ptolemy?
It has been dragging. If those bigots hadn't... But that's
Have you been-
from direct...
I need to be going. Goodbye.
Goodbye, lady.
в своем отъезде?
Good day, Excellency.
Lady de Sardet, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tir Freddy on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache. The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you, and your cousin in the future. I only regret that your departure is so sudden.
Really?
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help in...
Tell me more about it, and perhaps...
Very well.
Оказалось, небольшая группа
We know
опасных
that your
еретиков.
uncle tolerates the presence of...
Shit.
But these particular non-believers... We would consider it a tremendous favor.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. But I'm sure that my uncle would hear your arguments.
The prince would indeed give us his blessing. But it would take... For according to our sources, these...
I see. You were hoping that I'll be able to... If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be... I'll look into this and see what... I must be going.
May the light...
The light.
The merchant is there.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim.
Don't worry.
I certainly hope so. Oh,
What will be your official title on Tir Freddy? Or are you just...
come now, don't be ridiculous. But His Highness has also asked me to report it. I am therefore required to take note of all events, but also obtain as much knowledge as possible. Your help will be extremely valuable to me. I've no longer the legs of an adventurer.
It's always a privilege to help, Master.
Бля, ну и хуй.
Где купил-то?
Чё это за сок?
Ананасовый нектарчик какой-то.
Ананасовый нектар. Избавить.
I need to be leaving. I've quite...
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There are some children we'd been best to refuse.
Captain Vasco!
And you are?
I'm de Sardet, the prince's niece. All is in order. We will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship.
Ну вот тату борода.
Boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his
Boy.
departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear some... Might I ask you, if you hear... I would like to set...
Be back soon, Captain.
Гридфол, как правильно. Как правило, каждое заведение может несколько, каждое задание. Вариантов. Создать нужный предмет, чтобы тратить перед снаряжением, дающий план сестер. Чем можно запугать или быть в бою.
Good day, Tavern Keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on...
There was indeed a party here last night.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rout, hair down...
I don't believe it. Of course. I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood.
Let me take a look.
If you can fix it...
This furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
Металлический.
Well then, were you able to repair it all?
No.
In that case, you need...
I regret I don't have...
Either you repair them, or you reimburse their cost.
That's ridiculous. He could reimburse you...
Perhaps, but a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. And as for promises,
Very well. I will see... How is business going these days?
It's picking up. We've not seen the Malicor and the neighbor. The epidemic still... Now that we have a city...
Has the Malicor really put a damp...
More than a damper. People stopped going. And then, thankfully, the people were still... I also... Yeah, but that's nothing.
With all these sailors coming and going...
Right. Even stories, they say that man trees live. Treasure? Ah, but you...
I need to be off.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I could repair this if I had some metal dowels.
Металлический.
Greenblood, do you need something?
I wondered if you...
I always do.
I hope to have kept you good company for all these years.
And these memories I hold dear. But I had to watch over you. You were my responsibility.
What about now?
Now. Anything else?
I must leave you.
Madam, I'm... Greetings, Your Excellency.
Металлические шканты.
Locked. I don't have the key. I don't have the key.
Алхимика. Я очень опечален тем, что найти покой не оправдались.
Greenblood, do you need something?
I must leave you.
О. Первый уровень взлома.
Locked.
Где-то нужно найти кузнеца. Но сначала мастер алхимик. Кузнец это штучком. Вариант мы можем зайти сюда. Позволяет улучшать оружие и броню, науку и ловушки. Что проводит мастерской, нужно обладать знаниями. Какими способами развиваться? Пользуйтесь определенным снаряжением для спутников. Так, мы... Нам подходит кузнец.
Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything. Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still, this little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malichor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malachor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A file only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the Malachor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malachor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take 2.
There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
His speech is well polished. I even feel like buying some.
And if we had a word with him?
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might...
Are there any nasty side effects with this?
There are none.
Will you drink one of your potions?
Of course. I take a little, but as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able... But if it helps you make up your mind... There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now. I saw you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
Надо еще и прыгать. Страницы списаны мелким неразборчивым подчерком. На них постоянно встречаются непонятные символы. Сложность некоторых представляет сомнения, а очень хорошим алхимиком. Это странный алхимик, который в комнату наверху просит не заходить к нему и не делать уборку. Старый друг запитывая склянки, пусть хочет, не будем ему мешать. Поэтому, да.
Have you finally made up your mind?
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us?
This bullying is trying my patience.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm.
No, look. The vial is still...
And you dare challenge me?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I'm gladly returning your... This might help to dissipate my doubts.
Yes, no,
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings. Well then, were you able to repair it all?
No,
In that case...
that's not a small...
How the fuck?
How is business?
It's the man. Now that we...
With all these...
Right, Trey. But...
I need to be off.
Goodbye.
Так. Последний. Здесь какой
There you
последний
have it.
покер?
You'd never guess they were once broken.
О,
Well then, were you...
Yes,
That does indeed.
I would hope.
Your cousin is either a very dangerous fellows.
What kind of...
Several, actually, and they're all illegal. In any case, if you were set on
Thank you for the info.
Off with ya. Get him out of what... Anything else?
I need to be off.
Goodbye.
это какая-то в минималках.
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that's found you.
I'm neither deaf nor blind.
The Alliance ambassador is quite
Sahin. Him again. Ruining my... And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were in...
That doesn't surprise me, coming from... I understand if you don't believe me after all that. But I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set off a chain of mash...
Why does Sahin bear you such...
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great... I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners to find a remedy to the Malachor. They won't...
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace. Are you not ashamed to have poisoned...
These potions are not harmful. That is to...
But you could just as easily produce real...
You don't understand. I fled. This potion is an attempt...
So you manipulate people to use...
I don't have a choice. But it does...
If this potion were inoffensive, then...
I ran tests on myself. For such a small sip of this mixture, I mean, the mob would have been furious in any case.
Your methods don't seem so different than those of...
I don't torture people. And this potion...
Perhaps. But you are...
So...
Арестовать его. Арестовать.
I'm going to
Помог ему
help you leave
свалить.
the city. But you must
I
promise...
swear it.
Very well, then. I need to first get you away.
If we can't find a way to sneak out of here discreetly...
I haven't lost hope that I'll be able to help them here.
It would be better if I...
Please listen. I beg you.
If you want him to reimburse you, get in the back of the line like everyone else!
Believe me, I understand why you are angry.
Me? It's not money I want! That charlatan tried to poison us! I couldn't give a flying pile of dung for your pretty words. We're gonna hang him high! And you too, if you're an accomplice!
How absurd! I'm the one who put an end to his operation.
Well, in that case, help us catch him so he can be punished like he deserves!
He's trapped! He'll have to come out someday, you'll see.
Citizens, in my capacity as legate of the congregation, I order you to disperse.
Disperse? It's that thief you should be arresting. You hear me, everyone? The powerful are behind this charlatan. They want us to leave.
We'll have nothing of it! Arm yourselves!
To my help.
Была ошибка.
And death to the others!
Хотя лучше мы его, конечно, арестуем.
So, did you find a way to get me out
Yes. I have unlocked the service entrance.
without being skinned alive?
You need to remain prudent.
I follow you.
Let's sneak out the back.
I hope we don't run into any unhappy patients. Angry customers. And we have no choice but to go this way? Holy heavens.